You're listening to the Chronicles of Living podcast, where we talk to everyday people about everyday things in the past, present, and future. Now let's talk.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop on the road of life. You can't stop. You can't stop moving. Keep move. Keep that pace. You switching to gear. Let's go as we climb up the hill. Don't slow down. Pedal a little more. The mind is working. It's in control. Your wheels are turning a little more. Going higher another notch. Keep it steady. Don't watch the clock. Go round, cycle.
Greetings, my visionary dreamers. This is Adionne, your dream pusher, your lifeguard, saving you from the world, saving you from drowning in yourself, drowning in some real bull-ish. This is Chronicles of Livin podcast show, and today is You Can Do It Wednesdays. And today's topic is Embrace Your Singleness. Yes, embrace your singleness, y'all. And you're listening to Torelli and the Fuse. I couldn't get the title last couple of shows, but I really like this song because of what it's talking about. If you didn't listen to the past two shows, about life is a cycle and we pick and choose how we want our cycle to go, how we want it all to flow. I just hope everybody has been having a great week so far. And to those that are just tuning in for the first time, this podcast show is for everyday people doing everyday things, living everyday life. You know us normal folks. We just trying to do the damn thing the best way we can. And as I said, I'm an Adionne. And so I just like to talk about topics that we all can relate to and maybe shine a different light on it so we can all look at it from a different angle. Heck, most of the times when I'm talking, I kind of wind up looking at it from a different angle because sometimes words just come out and I don't even know where they come from. So as I always tell you, when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me too. And I picked this topic, and I think on one of my live broadcasts when I was doing a Facebook Live back some months ago, I think I talked on this topic before, and probably throughout the shows I've always talked on this because I'm single right now. And I've been single for a great while. And as I reflect on my life, if I really want to keep it real with myself, I believe I've really been single all my life. I know that sounds crazy, but if you're talking about a real, true relationship, because a lot of times, some of us, we think we in relationships, but we really not. You know what I mean? I think a relationship is when you got two people working together as a team and they both have each other's interests at heart. You know, they both are supportive of each other. Both are encouraging of each other. And both are consistent and committed to each other. That to me, and of course, number one thing, both love each other without conditions. Sometimes you could say unconditionally, but I'll say for this go around without conditions. And what I mean by that is like, once you start getting to know a person, you start finding out little things about them that might annoy you. You know what I mean? And sometimes we need to kind of look at, excuse me, y'all, why do it annoy us? Whatever it is that's annoying us about that person. And this is all the reason why I think when we are single, we need to learn how to embrace our singleness, because it's not until we know who we truly are, no matter what your age, because some people are, way past 20s, 30s, sometimes even past 40s, and they still don't know who they are. They still don't know what they really want, what they really like, because they go through life in relationships and they'll let sometimes the partner dictate what they like, what they want, how they should feel. And psychologically, because they don't want to be alone, they believe it. And then if the relationship breaks up, they realize they really didn't like vanilla ice cream. They really didn't like chicken. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes when we're in a relationship and we're so-called in love, we'll wind up taking on some of the traits of our partner and don't even realize it, because we're so connected, or we want to be so connected. Sometimes we can even start changing our character just to satisfy that other person, because again, we never embraced ourselves when we were single and found out who we truly were. You know what I mean? And a lot of times some people lose their dreams, their goals, their desires, because they want a certain person in their life, and so they give all their energy to that person and making sure that that person gets what they want or accomplish what they want to do, and then they lose themselves. It's just so many different cases when it comes to individuals that never had a chance to embrace their singleness and find out who they truly are, or were in some cases. And a lot of times people become serial daters, where they could be in a relationship and it could be maybe a year, and they don't even give themselves a month to breathe. They bam, right into another relationship. So now you didn't want from this relationship, you got different things that you picked up from that past relationship, maybe new habits that came from that relationship, and then you taking them on to the next relationship, and now you connecting yourself to somebody else, and whatever their spirit, their mindset is, you're connecting yourself to them. Never stopping to take a breath and say, okay, what did I gain from this past relationship? What did I learn about myself? What did I like? What I didn't like? Really making a list for yourself so that you're well prepared for the next relationship. And when I say well prepared, I mean, we can never be well prepared or 100%, but at least if we know who we are and we get to the point that we value ourselves, we know what we're not going to stand for. We know no, that's a break it. No, we know what our 80-20 rule is. You know what I mean? Because nobody is 100%. Come on, let's face it. I mean, I think I'm a great person if I'm in a relationship, and I think I give 100% with anybody I date. But I do know I got my own flaws as well. And that's why I decided, this go round while I'm single and I'm not dating, I'm going to really, truly work on me. Because even though I'm only getting older in age, I'm getting younger as far as my mindset. And because of that, it's a little bit harder for me because a lot of men that's my age are kind of like, hey, no offense, but kind of washed up. I mean, they don't want to do much. And it's like, then I don't want somebody that's too young because I don't want to be nobody's mother, And there are some young guys that are mature for their age, but it's hard to find. I tried the young thing one time before, and my son, the guy took us to the movies. And after the movies, me and my son went to get some pizza. And I was asking him, I was like, so what you think? He just looked at me. And I think he was like, probably like 13 or something like that. And he just looked at me and just shook his head and was like, Mom, no. What are you doing? It's like, yeah, midlife crisis. It's really true. People go through that midlife crisis thing, I believe, in different ways. Thank God it wasn't a long time for me. Thank God. But nevertheless, we have to get to that point where we start looking at ourselves and saying, like, what is it about? Why are my relationships the way they are? Why don't they last? What is it? See, I came to my conclusion because I realized my relationships really wasn't relationships because obviously I wasn't totally, I didn't know totally who I was and really what I wanted. And therefore, I attracted the same. I attracted, even though I really wanted to be settled down and stuff like that, I still unconsciously did not know what I wanted. And therefore, I attracted the same. So this is why I'm still cool with people I dated, guys I dated, because I just look at it like, okay, it didn't work. Maybe we both had some growing to do. We both didn't really know what we wanted and stuff like that. But now I am so serious about me at this point in my life. That's just where I'm at. So I'm going to play a song for y'all. And I wrote this song because, some time back I was at that point in my life, but I didn't quite figure out the things that I figured out at this time in my life. So listen to this song. It's going to play this time. I've been trying to figure out this thing. And I'll tell you more about it once it's finished. Okay. All right. Hope you enjoy.
I don't know what the problem is. Maybe it's something wrong with me. I just can't seem to find the right one. No matter how hard I try, it just don't seem to work. Yes, I'm that survivor, a constant darkness, with a broken spirit to fit the setting. My heart had only one choice, and that was to alter itself to size. Filled with numbness throughout, weighing my chest down as though it was a heavy rock, forcing the words, enthusiasm, and happiness and joy to abandon my vocabulary. Please tell me why. Why is it so hard for me to find that one? It's just a simple thing. I don't understand. Lord God, place him in front of my eyesight. It's not hard, but yet it is. You know, my best friend's name is emptiness. And although I keep a smile plastered upon my face, as if someone drew it on, that's just my way of hiding a sleepy soul that I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy. Instead, I spread love, hoping it'll be returned to me overwhelmingly. You know? Yeah, I know you can feel me on this. I'm sure I'm not the only one going through this. But you know, I know he's waiting for me. I just gotta find him. I just don't know when that time will come. But when it do, I'll be ready. Yeah. Funny, just when I thought that praying had drained my energy and faith, a strong knock, a graceful gust of wind has convinced me that the time has come for me to open up my doors of hope. And eventually, darkness will vanish, and the sunlight will be the only thing facing me, and my soul will be awakened once again. Yeah, you know that's how the story goes. You look and you search, you look and you search, but you never seem to find. But just when you stop looking, there it is.
Yep, that's how, I guess, I've been feeling that way for years. I wrote that song a long time ago, and I'm still in the same position. What's wrong with that picture? I mean, I had relationships in between, but dating. I'm going to say dating, okay? But that song was my mom and my god sister singing in the background, and some good friends of mine played the instruments. That's what back when I had my record label. And it's crazy because I wrote that song, I think my son might have been like 1. He's 19 yeah, 19 now. So I played it because for some reason, one of the sites I had my music on, people just been emailing me lately talking about they like this song. And I'm like, oh gosh, it's old. But hopefully you enjoyed it. Anyway, yeah, that's basically how I used to feel. But the difference is now, I figured it out. I know why I couldn't find the right one. It was because I had to get some things together with myself, with my spirit, with my soul. Because when you get in relationships, I'm sorry, y'all. That's those kale chips. I was just chipping because I didn't have dinner again. All for y'all. Anyway, if you don't know by now, when you are in a relationship, you really take on the other person's spirit. You take on certain parts of their spirit. So if they are a person that's fearful of things or scared of commitment or just, I don't know, loose. I'm not going to say loose. I want loose, but, just they got issues. Some kind of way it'll creep into your spirit. And then you'll start mirroring some of their actions. And then what happens is you're mirroring their actions, and then you break up. And then now you're taking some of those same actions into the next relationship because you didn't clear yourself. You know what I mean? And you didn't acknowledge that you took on some of their actions. Because when we're intimate with people, that's what happens. We are exchanging, fluids. We're exchanging spirits. That intimacy is more than what people think. So that's why when there's a person that's dealing with a bunch of guys or dealing with a bunch of females, they just, how can I say? They're all over the place. It's hard for them to commit because it's like, it's in them now. It's kind of like this turning wheel. Like it becomes an addiction for them where they get somebody that's good for them and they can't even acknowledge it because now they're addicted to serial dating, serial whatever they're doing. They always think that there's something better over the horizon, and sometimes they could have the person that's exactly for them and that's good for them right in front of their face. But because they don't know who they are, they don't know what they want, they miss it. And the person is gone. You know what I mean? And then by the time they get to the point and they realize, oh, wow, I had the perfect person for me, it's too late. In a lot of cases, it's too late. Some cases, it's not. It just depends. But in most cases, by the time people wake up and realize what they really need in their life, it's gone. And somebody else picked it up. And somebody else embraced that person and treated that person the way they deserve to be treated. And it's a done deal. You know what I mean? So it's like, I personally, when I look at the little love movies, the little romantic movies, and you get, teary-eyed a little bit, and you're just like, oh, I wish that I could find somebody like that. Well, we all know that 75% of the time, relationships don't go that smooth. But we can wish upon a star. We can prepare ourselves to receive that kind of movie type of love. And we can prepare ourselves to actually maintain it. But we got to treat ourselves the way we want to be treated first. And then when we treat ourselves the way we want to be treated, it's almost like we become this magnet and we don't have to tell the other person. The energy is going to put it all out there. Like, yeah, this one right here, I gotta treat her different, or I gotta treat him different than I used to treat those other ones. You know what I mean? See, while I like that whole love story type relationship, I like a little bit of edge to my man. You know, he don't gotta be thugged out, but he gotta have this little edge to him, little swag to him that I just feel safe. He don't gotta be buff and all of that, but if you've been listening to me, I grew up in the hood. And when I say the hood, I don't mean, it was all dirty and all this, but I'm just saying it was some roughness going on in that area. But, I grew up with some real folk. So, because that's where I grew up, my man got to have a little bit of that in his DNA. You know what I mean? And also, I like a man that got that little suaveness about him, that little, little mystique. That man that all the women are just like, ooh, yeah, he's sexy. You know what I mean? Sexy chocolate. I'm not saying that you gotta be chocolate, but I'm just saying, that's what I like. But I also like if I just I'm a spontaneous person. So if I'm just like, one day, just out of the blue, I'm like, come on, boo. Let's go take a flight. Let's go to New Orleans. Let's just go get away for the weekend. You know what I mean? Just real spontaneous stuff. I guess this is why it's so hard for me to find the right man. I'm just so versatile. You know what I mean? But that's how you like. That's what keeps the excitement in a relationship. When it's just not the same thing all the time. Same thing. Dinner and a movie. But, I don't want to, even though I'm an independent woman, a lot of times men are intimidated by an independent woman. So I like to, every now and then, just say, well, look, I want to go out, but I want you to pick the place. And I want to be able to connect, or you should be able to connect with your man or woman to the point that if you say, babe, I want to go out and I want to get dressed and I just want to go to an environment. I just want to have a nice little drink, little glass of wine, little martini, I don't want to go around a bunch of noise, but I just want to go and let's relax and talk about our week. You want to know that your man or your woman know you so well that they know the perfect restaurant with the perfect vibe to take you to. But again, that goes back to you first embracing your singleness and knowing who you are, knowing what you want, and therefore your partner knows without you even saying a thing, without saying one word. They know exactly where to take you, and they know that it will not disappoint. But then every now and then, you might just want to do something normal and you want to be a little childish, go on that little family vibe. You say, just go to a movie. Not turn on Netflix, the simplest thing to do. Even though sometimes that could be nice. Turn on a little Netflix and do some binge watching, go back and forth and pick different movies. That's good too. But every now and then, just to keep that youngness in you, that, teenager, feel, it's good to just get out, go to the movies, and go see something fun. You know what I mean? And then I like a man that's open. If I say, book, I want to go and take some dance lessons. And he not too cool that he like, what? Dance lessons? I don't want to do no ballroom dancing, no salsa, enough. What is that? See, you bore me. Because if you've been listening, I went to creative and performing arts, and dance was my major. And this is what I'm talking about getting that partner that pays you attention, that knows who you are, knows what you would like, knows how to connect with you without you having to huff and puff and come on, please just try this, come on, it's different. In my younger days, different relationships, it was like pulling teeth to try something different, because a lot of times people get stuck. They get stuck in a norm. They date the same type of people. And then when somebody new and somebody different come along, they don't know how to adjust and embrace that variety, that different, to give them a new breath of air, some freshness to themselves. Not just the relationship, but when you have variety, it keeps you fresh, it keeps you young, it keeps you vibrant, and it just keeps the relationship exciting. And it's kind of sounding like I'm giving relationship tips, but it is. Because when you're single, these are the things that you need to be thinking about. Like, you can actually write. Okay, I'm going to give y'all some homework. I need y'all to write a letter. Matter of fact, get a little small composition book. And while you're single, write down the changes that you have made within yourself, the things that you noticed when you were in a relationship, your past relationship, that you realized that you didn't like about yourself at that time, or that caused problems within that relationship. Start writing those things down, because those are things that you can start working on yourself to become better. And now, I'm not trying to say change for people, but if it's a bad habit, say if it was smoking cigarettes, that's not good for you. Be logical about it and think about the things that wasn't benefiting you as well. Forget the relationship for a minute. What are the things that was not benefiting you, but that cause problems within the relationship as well? You know what I mean? You need to write that stuff down. And you need to write down the things that you believe you were good at while you were in a relationship. The things that the person that you was with was really turned on by, things of that nature. You need to see. Another reason why I'm single is because a lot of times men, they just look at a woman and they just think, "Oh, yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait to get her in the bed." Well, I'm just not turned on. I'm not turned on by the dudes that's just out to get in your drawers. You know what I mean? Yeah. Say it again. Yeah. One more time. Yeah. I mean, you gotta turn me on. And I don't mean turn me on in on that type of vibe, on a sex type of vibe. I'm talking about you gotta stimulate my mind. Like your conversation gotta be right. Gotta be on point. You gotta challenge me. Challenge me to start thinking like, wow, he's teaching me some stuff. I like a man that could teach me something. Teach me something new. I don't care what it is, but teach me something new that I don't know how to do, which is kind of hard if you know me, because I love a challenge and I will just try something new out the blue. But I am a person a woman. And I think that every woman and every man should really get to know each other, become friends first. Because at the end of the day, think about it, we're getting older and some people top out. You know what I'm talking about. And they can't, go there no more at a certain age. So then when you get to that point, what you got? If that was what the relationship was all about. You gotta have a friendship. And that, to me, is what builds a foundation where you can last. And not only that, if you have kids, you can show your kids, like, this is what a relationship is all about. And this is how, your partner needs to be able to relate to you, treat you, and things of that nature. Because trust me, if you have kids, your kids are watching you and what you, how I want to say, what you allow, within your relationship, how you allow that person to treat you and how you treat that person. If you're going out of character or whatever like that, your kids are watching. But nevertheless, for me, when it's a dude and he take care of his business and he's, doing right by me, treating me right, you never know when I will go there. You know what I mean? It ain't gotta be a thing that's planned out. I do know how to treat my boo when I need to. But you gotta come correct. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, coming correct. So yeah, that's just where I'm at. Where I am. And I think that us as individuals all need to get to that point where we want people to treat us the way we treat ourselves. But if we're treating ourselves bad and we're neglecting ourselves, then, what you expect? I used to have this friend, and it was real funny to me, but she would always talk about the type of man she want, and she want this muscle-bound looking guy and all fit and stuff. But yet, she was overweight. She wasn't taking care of herself. She wasn't, being on a fit level and really caring about her physical health and all that. But yet, she wanted this type of guy. And it's like, come on. Like, Let's be realistic here. Now, I'm not saying that if, different strokes, different folks, and you take somebody like Jennifer Hudson, the singer, excuse me, telling y'all that's the Kel chips. Jennifer Hudson, the singer. When she first came out, if y'all know her, just Google Jennifer Hudson. You might see her in her bigger days and her smaller days. But nevertheless, when she first came out, she was a big girl, pretty girl, but big. And she met this guy that was a trainer. And, they got married, and then he pretty much got her in shape. But the thing is, obviously, she was willing to get in shape. This person was, at that time when she was talking about it, she wasn't really willing to get in shape. So this is what I'm saying about, you gotta treat yourself right, and then you'll attract the same. You know what I mean? You will attract how you are, how you feel. I've done it in the past. I've attract, uncommitted people, because obviously something within me might not have been as committed as I thought I was. I'll say that. And but now I'm at the point that I'll know when the person is right for me, because I know where I'm at in my life. I know how much I worked on me. I've embraced my singleness. I enjoyed my singleness. Well, I enjoy my singleness. I'm getting a lot accomplished. I remember one of my friends was saying she was going through some relationship problems, and this was some years ago. But I can remember she was in school when she met her baby father. And, he was out there wilding. And she was telling me, she was like, she would always talk to me about when she was thinking he was cheating and stuff like that. And I'm like, listen, what about you? What do you want to do with your life? You too focused on his. Focus on yours. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, he gonna do what he want to do. And that's how we are as people. Like, we can get in relationships, and then we can so-called love this person so much. But at the end of the day, we can't stop somebody from doing what they want to do. No matter how much love you give them, no matter how much support, no matter how much you're there for them, people going to do what they want to do. And once you get to the point that you have your breaking points, your list, your 80-20 list, your break it list, like, no, this is a no, then you won't get that no more. I'm a kick rocks person. Like, I'm gonna give you a moment to get yourself together. But if I see it's just not going there the way I believe it should go, kick rocks. I'm out. That's it. Much love to you. Deuces. We can still be cool, but I will not let anybody hold my life up. That is one thing everybody knows about me. If you ever interviewed any of my exes, they will let you know. Yeah, I'm not the one. I'm cool as shit. But I'm not about to let nobody hold my life up. That's just not, no, because it's not cool. You know what I mean? So my thing has always been, if you don't know what you want, okay, go do you. Go do you. And I wish you much love. And I hope that what you're chasing is what you really want. But they wind up finding out that wasn't what they really want. But nevertheless, oh well. So I'm at my 40 minute mark. And I hope y'all enjoyed this show. I said I was going to try some new stuff. And I did have some technical difficulties when I first tried the whole music thing, but I'm working it out, getting it down. But don't expect all these little musical background instruments or whatever every show. Don't be disappointed, please. It took a minute for me to find these little the little music and stuff like that, and try to think of how I wanted to put the show together. And y'all know that sometimes I'll be up to the minute, so don't hold it against me if sometimes I don't have the music, okay? Just continue to enjoy the conversation. Nevertheless, I keep forgetting to tell y'all, please, please, please go download the app, Chronicles-of-Livin-podcast, in Google Play Store. It's on an Android. You know, it's an Android app now. Finally got the Android app going on, and I will be getting for Apple really soon. I'll let y'all know when. But definitely go download it, share with people, rate it, help a sister out. You know what I mean? I really love y'all guys. I really love doing this show, doing this podcast. And my prayer is always that you really get something good out of it, and that can help you navigate this life, this world. And just like I said, you know, I'm your dream pusher. Even though I don't talk every show about dreams, I talk about things that can help us individually clean ourselves up so we can prepare ourselves for our dreams and our visions. Like embracing your singleness, that is preparing yourself for your dream boo. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's doing. It's preparing you for your dream relationship, your dream, you know, team partnership or whatever. That's what it's doing. So it's still me pushing your dreams in a different type of way, you know. And as I said, you know, I just try to keep it all the way real and talk to y'all. You know, we everyday folk. So I hope y'all enjoyed the show. And I will see you guys. I will talk to you guys on Sunday. Don't forget, download Chronicles-of-Livin-podcast app in the Google Store right now. Share with your folk. Please share. Okay? And go visit chronicles-of-livin.com, the blog. And I did post something about relationships as well. So if you want to read what I wrote about, you know, people, love, and things of that nature, go visit the blog. It's also some good information on other things as well. And I'm going to keep that moving. I'm going to get better and better. And just thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for the support, the love that you've been showing. It really means a lot. I really appreciate y'all. So until Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, this is Adionne, your dream pusher, your lifeguard, saving you from the world, saving you from yourself drowning in some real bull-ish. I need y'all to get out there and do the damn thing. Love you guys. Peace.
Thank you for listening to Chronicles of Living, where we talk to everyday people about everyday things in the past, present, and future. And if you are pursuing your dreams, I'm proud of you. Because the best part of life is when you decide to live. To keep up with us, please visit chronicles-of-livin.com. Until next time, this is Adionne, your dream pusher. I love you guys.